world in the lab, Twitch stream glowing, formulas flashing, minds wide, knowledge flowing, equations on the board, numbers never sleep, teaching math and physics while them haters count sheep. Actual education, tune in and get schooled, flipping textbooks, breaking all the rules, from Newton to Einstein, concepts elevate. Keep the stream, it's the key to our fate. Dr. Gold dropping gems, knowledge raining down, actual education making scholars all around. Perpendicular minds, angles sharp as ice, maths and physics, yeah, the future's real nice. Got the Pythagorean triangles about to flex, quantum theories on deck, breaking all the specs, relativity theories, worlds getting small, grasp the universal laws, standing tall. From the atom to the cosmos, we rolling deep, grazing up the stars, no time to sleep. Black holes and supernovas, concepts we unfold, brain power heavy, yeah, that's Dr. Gold. Dr. Gold dropping gems, knowledge raining down, actual education making scholars all around. Perpendicular minds, angles sharp as ice, maths and physics, yeah, the future's real nice.
What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. All right.
Well done.
It's like I'm trying to get my... What's up, Peter? Good to see you, dude. Make sure the mic is working on the... what is this? On TikTok. I think I need to boost my levels on this. One sec. Good. I think it's under sound settings. They make things so difficult. Yes, microphone. No. Okay, there we go. That's better. That's better. I think I just had to set it to 50%. Okay, cool. All right, I think that's working now. Nice. Love it. Okay, let me activate all the chats. We got so many chats going on today. Auto find the sources. Good. Activate. Love. Activate. Activate. Is she gonna find her today? Nice. Okay. Select two objects that are shaped. What's this? I gotta like... Oh, man, they make things weird. There we go. Okay, nice. Wow, we got 16 viewers already on YouTube. What's up, guys? Welcome to Actual Education. This is a live stream where you can get help with any of your math or science homework questions. Or if you got like a test coming up or something and you want some help, we'll help you out as well. Yeah, if you're viewing us from TikTok, welcome as well. The link to submit screenshots of what you want to go through is down there. It's actualdiscord.com/submit. And so we're going to help you guys out with a bunch of math and science today. Nice. Okay.
And I'm Sensation Black. I love you, but I will abuse you.
Yo, you know what? So I got the live streaming working on the secondary PC, which is cool. I can't do it on the same PC here for some reason. I don't know why that is. Whatever. We'll figure it out at some point. YouTube streams have been booming recently. Yeah. Well, they boom it first. So we get a massive amount of people that come in right as it's happening. And then I think they kind of drop off because they're like, wait, what's happening? Because they all get the notification of Actual Education is live. And we have a decent amount of followers, actually. On, or subscribers, I guess. Is it called subscribers these days? On YouTube. Yeah. We go to our videos. So, let me see. There you go. So, yes, on the YouTube, we're almost up to 5K, which I'm really excited about. That'd be cool when we hit 5. But this is where we host all
back. What? I don't think they think you're real.
What's up, Golden Explorer? Yo, from one gold lover to another, bro. Yo, what's up, dude? I'm 100% real, Golden Explorer. Looking brolic king? What's brolic? What's brolic? The hell? Looking brolic? What the fuck does brolic mean? Excuse me?
Well, like Broly, like the Saiyan.
Oh, like brawly? Oh, man, dude.
I
Wait,
know that. Is that what they're talking about?
Brawly? DBZ? You talking about this guy? Brawly? Do you know the meme, right? Where my favorite, Brawly is my favorite?
No, I don't.
I'm gonna, yeah. Oh, man. There's something where, like, this kid has to write, you know, something that it's like a paper thing that he submits to, like, a supermarket, and he's like, Brawly's my favorite, though. Brawly meme kid. Like, he says something like, Brawly is my favorite, his power is maximum. Looking strong. Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah, yes, dude, this is it, bro. Oh my god, this is such a deep cut of a meme. If you were a superhero, who would you be? Brawly from Dragon Ball Z, his power is maximum.
That's fairly accurate, yeah.
Marcus Johnson from Reading, Fresno. Anyways. Hey, are you helping with I am Meet Patel? Yeah. So, yeah. We're gonna go over whatever. But if you want your question to be featured on our stream here and for us to go over it, Meet Patel, the best way for you to do that is to submit a question to that website link down there. So what you're going to go to is you're going to go to actualdiscord.com/submit. You're going to see something like this, and then put your username. So, you know, I would put Patel. Just put something so I know who it is. And then you can just choose a file here, like some sort of like screenshot of a question you have. Upload, and then we'll get it here on our Discord, and then we'll go over it on the stream. Exactly. So you say, yeah, I need help with vertical asymptotes. That's a great topic. What kind of specific thing do you need help with vertical asymptotes? Like just understanding how to identify them, like what they are, or did someone ask a vertical asymptotes question yet? No, I'm that ghosted.
So the best way to know what you need.
Yeah, exactly. Seth is right. Yeah, the best way for us to help you is for you to submit a screenshot of a sample question that you have in your class that you don't understand. And then, oh, like when I see an equation, I get lost. Okay, that's cool. Let me just show Meet Patel a couple little quick things, you know, get his interest piqued, right? And then we'll go through the questions that have been entered. Thank you, I am that ghost, for submitting something. We will definitely do that. Okay, cool. All right, that being said, let's start the stream. Welcome to Office Hours. My name is Dr. Gold, Actual Education, student healthcare, math homework, science homework.
Nice.
All sorts of fun stuff.
Before we get to it, we did resolve yesterday's questions, correct?
Yeah, Felicia, we kind of did Felicia's.
The Spherical 19, 14, 14, 14, the first.
Which one was that? Yes. Yes.
Thing you have up right now. That is the result, correct?
No, we did this one. Yeah, this one's resolved. Well, I mean, we didn't really resolve it because it became like an absolute nightmare of math. But we tried to. We got far, and then I started being like, I don't know. I didn't really want to do it anymore. Nice. Good stream streak there, dude. Yeah, Patel, submit a screenshot to us of a sample question. Like maybe, for instance, your teacher says, "Hey, here's this. Identify the vertical asymptotes." I can then show you exactly what you want to be looking for, and like some examples. I saw Let's start with I am that ghost, because Shantrix is asking question number 25 from a math competition quest.
You done messed up, Aaron!
And that's gonna hurt me. I will do it later. Don't worry. But yeah, Patel, also in the chat, dude, if you have problems uploading that image, please let me know. I have no work right now, but when I do, because I'm on spring break right now, but when I go back, I'll submit one. Okay. Do you want to just see one real quick? I mean, I can just show you real quick how to find a vertical asymptote. I can come up with an example. It's not too hard.
It's not so. It's you want to start? You want to do one for you? Okay.
Yeah. Seth, you want to write something that I got to find vertical asymptotes for?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. All right, Seth is going to come up with something that's going to hurt me.
So wait, here's a question though. Are we working with
Polynomials. Yeah. Let's do like
Or-
polynomials.
What does that play?
Like rational functions. I think a lot of times students have to find vertical asymptotes for rational functions. This lo-fi is a little too loud.
Mate, TikTok looks washed.
It looks washed. Aw.
Surprise, motherfucker.
What do you mean it looks washed? Like it looks bad? The quality looks bad?
You look like you're
Oh, my camera looks bad.
entirely of light.
Okay, one second. Let's go check that. One second. How's my audio, by the way, on TikTok? Is my audio okay? Because we're running that on a second PC right now. So that's the main thing I'm concerned with. Like, how beautiful I look, whatever. Yeah, Federico has a good example there. Yeah.
It's a bit janky.
How's the audio sound?
Not janky. It sounds over amplified.
Oh, it does sound over amplified. Okay, so let me fix that. Thank you. Let me fix that. Let me go to here.
Where did Seth go?
Seth is going to figure something out. Okay, one sec. All right. Tell me now. Does it sound over amplified or does it sound a little bit better? Yeah. Okay, so rational functions. Let's do a couple of these.
That's a little bit better.
This is a little bit better. Is it still like distorted? I know what you're talking about, like when I'm
Yeah.
smacking the limiter.
I don't think you can.
No, I can
Help
change it.
that,
I just got to change the mixer. I just got to gain stage it down a little bit. It is totally possible. Also, maybe not 500%. Okay. Test. Yeah. Is that a little better? Too quiet?
Sorry, it's not catching up with you.
Oh, because there's a latency. All right. Whatever. We'll do this. Let's do like x squared plus 3x plus 2 over x squared minus x minus 6. I think that's a good one. Well, let me think. I think I want to make this like a. Let me make this a minus 2.
Just do the next problem that was on the sheet. It was on the list.
The next problem was on the sheet. What do you mean the next problem was on the sheet?
The next problem that's on the list for us to do today.
Oh, I don't see it yet. I'm gonna do a rational
you do,
function. Let's do this.
Yes,
This looks
we're
like a good
doing
one.
I am that ifties, right? Or do you do that?
No. I'm doing the rational. I'm gonna do a rational function. So here's an
I
example.
said
of
I was
one.
gonna have that. I didn't make a problem while you were doing that problem.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, make one as well, and then I'm gonna show them this one real quick. So, what you always want to do here, Meet Patel, if you're trying to figure out what vertical asymptotes are, is you're trying to figure out where the denominator is equal to 0, because when the denominator is 0, that means that things are gonna blow up, and when things blow up, that's where you get vertical asymptotes. That's the short and whatever.
Not
answer.
in all tastes.
So, yeah, but for the majority of cases. So, what you want to do is you want to try to see where does this equal 0. And if this is a polynomial, you want to see if you could factor it first. What I remember is that my way to factor this, right, is I look up what multiplies to -6 but adds up to -1. And I know the answers for that, right, would be -3 and +2. Right? Actually, I can't make this plus now. Here, let's make it that way. Okay. So -3 times 2 gets me -6. And then -3 plus 2 gets me -1. So I can rewrite the bottom as x minus 3, x plus 2. Okay? At this point, it's a lot easier to figure out where the denominator is equal to 0, because I just have to set each one of these individual factors equal to 0. In this case, that's x equals 3. All right? That causes this to blow up. In this case, it would be x is equal to -2. Okay?
Okay.
So,
From
a cursory glance, I would think that I have vertical asymptotes at x equals 3 and x equals -2. I'm going to show you there's a trick here, though. You got to be kind of careful. We'll show you why you got to be careful. And it has to do with
that one of those is not.
Yeah, we're going to go over that.
If we get to the
Exactly.
top,
Yes, thank you, Patel. Exactly. So,
you can factor the
originally,
top.
you would think that I must have something here at 3. And I must have something here at -2. But there's a trick to this. You got to factor the top as well. So if we factor the top here, that's going to get me, so what multiplies to 2 but adds to 3? That's 1 and 2. So I have x plus 1, x plus 2.
You can do these problems. You can do this. You can either
You could do
factor both
limits,
top
but
and the bottom,
yeah,
or you can plug in the bottom into the top and see
Yeah.
if it's zeros as well.
you could do that as well. What's up, bro? How's your day
Now-
going? Doing good, dude.
You would simply want to do that if the top wants to be fun and be messy,
We'll look at that.
or unfactorable, for example.
Who just showed up? What's up, Sam, dude? Thanks, bro. Appreciate you, dude. Okay, so yes, you're right. This x plus 2 and this x plus 2 cancel. So we actually don't need these anymore. So that means the vertical asymptote we thought that happened at x equals -2 actually does not happen.
No.
And so there's only one vertical asymptote at x equals 3. This is what's called like a removable discontinuity. I wonder who, Sam.
Or a hole. Or to most people will be.
And then my vertical asymptote would basically be no, so your vertical asymptote would only be x equals 3, okay? Horizontal asymptote is different. And also the -1, that just tells you where the
zeros
x-
happen. Where
the zeros, which is called the x-intercept. Yeah. The x-intercept is where you plug this in and you get y equals 0. Yeah, you see? Yeah. So that yeah. You just need this to be equal to 0. That's how you find the horizontal, or the vertical asymptotes. Horizontal asymptotes are trickier because there's a couple different rules you need to do. One way is to use limits, and that's the thorough, math-heavy way to do it. There's also a trick where you just look at the highest power on the top and the highest power on the bottom, okay? And if the powers are equal, then you just look at the coefficient in front of each one of the highest powers and you divide them by each other. So, in this case, the highest power is 2. The highest power here is 2. So these things are equal. And then you just look at the coefficients in front of it. So in this case, there's a 1 in front of here. There's a 1 in front of here. So this means I have a horizontal asymptote at y is equal to 1 over 1, which is just equal to 1. Yeah. I have a video that I've done on this one. Power or degree, it's kind of the same thing. Degree refers to the highest power, is what we say. Yeah. Yeah, if one way would be to use limits. You could use limits. That's one way to do it. The other way is the series of tricks, which I do have. Actually, I have this on TikTok. I wonder if I can put links in TikTok and if they work. But, oh, what? I have to do this to access my own TikTok? Dude, this is dumb. Excuse me? Okay. Thanks for the follow me, Patel, by the way. So if you go here to my video on asymptotes, where is it? Oh man, I've done it before. Where did I put that video? Inverse functions, domain, completing the square. Here it is. Quick tricks to find. Yeah, no, it's here. Quick tricks to find horizontal asymptotes.
Here's the quick way to find the horizontal asymptote.
So this video, it's only, I don't know how many minutes this is. It's 2 minutes and 33 seconds. But if you watch this video, you will understand all the tricks that you need to do. There's a longer way to do it using limits, but depending on your class, not really needed. If you start getting into calculus and whatnot, it will help you to know how to do limits, but it's not 100% necessary. So yeah, that's how you do that. Here, I'll drop the link. I wonder if TikTok lets me post links in TikTok. Can I post TikTok links in TikTok? I don't know. But yeah.
I posted 2 more
Where'd you post the 2 more in?
in chat where they're supposed to be.
Okay.
I'll say them out in a second.
Yeah, one
We
sec.
have a discussion topic that we're going to need to do.
I gotta switch my screens here.
So let's start with,
What's up, Zorn?
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin says you got 100% on my midterm. Nice, dude. You're very welcome for the help, dude. I was wondering if you do one-on-one sessions for tutoring. I do. They're not cheap, though. So I always tell students, I'm like, use this as much as you can because this is free. My one-on-one tutoring, I gotta charge like upwards of like $100 an hour because my rent is expensive. Los Angeles be pricey. So, but if you want it, you can. Just send me a DM or something. I can set something up for you. But the best way for you to get help for free, come by our streams, ask questions, and I'll help you out.
Or come by the Discord and ask people.
Or come by the Discord. People help you. I have a little... Zorn says, I have a theoretical exam in 8 hours, and I need to understand the Coriolis force. Wow, Zorn.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, post a question on it. I'll try and explain it. It's all fucked, but it's a good laugh.
Oh, no.
What's the good laugh?
Let's see if to translate. Okay.
All right, let's see. Let's start off. Starting off easy. Wait, bro, how is this easy, dog? What? You think this is easy?
Medium one.
You think this is easy?
That one's an easier one because it's factorable.
Okay, let's do it.
Because you know what I did?
What'd
I
you do?
specifically made it and then worked backwards into it, so it would factor.
Okay, all right. He's saying
The other
this.
one I made sure it didn't factor.
Deutschland,
Make sure to
Deutschland.
write it in the correct form.
Erica.
For the number.
Yeah, this
Make
one
sure
will
to
kind of
flip-
suck.
Change the form around. Change form around. Too.
I will change the form around, yeah. So if your teacher gives it to you in this form, which like looks ugly, the first thing you want to do is put like the highest power stuff first, and then put it in order. So this is how the question was given to me. So what I would do is I would move this. Let's move this over.
Check it. So make sure to top it directly.
Oh,
Yep.
and this is
Okay, you're
negative, right? Yeah, cool.
good. Yeah, watch the negatives.
Yeah, watch the negatives. Mind the gap. Okay. The next thing I would do is I would see if I can factor just some numbers out of stuff. Right away,
Now-
I see
Now,
I can
be very
factor a 2 out of here.
Factoring numbers, 'cause they're sneakily placed in there.
Yeah, I know you
That's-
did. You did not make these
Make
easy.
sure
So.
the bottom.
I can
works.
factor a 2 out of here. I'm pretty
Yep.
sure I can factor an 8 out of here. Wait, can I?
Well, if you factor it now, I will tell you,
Mm,
an 8 is a trap. 130 is not divisible by 8.
130 is not divisible.
Nope. You know why? Divide by 2, 65. You instantly hit a problem. 65.
4 doesn't work either. So yeah, we're only allowed to pull 2 out.
75.
We can only pull 2
It's
out.
not factored.
Yeah, we're gonna only
But
pull
you
2
can't
out.
know if 4 doesn't work because 4 doesn't do it in
Sorry, I can only
130.
pull 2. Yeah, I can only pull 2 out. Sorry, is what I meant. -2. Okay. So then that's 4x
wouldn't pull the
squared
negative, though.
minus. I'm pulling the negative out because I want this to be positive. Negative
don't want
65 plus 16. Right?
The top is specifically, you don't want you kind of want the negative.
Well, I kind of like it there. I don't like my first coefficients to be negative. I'm not a fan of that.
I will tell you that's not a true factor then. Because 44 at squared minus 65 plus 16, that's 4 at squared minus 59. So you're saying...
Yeah, this isn't bad. So, and then what you do is you do this, right? You do this times this. This is just a messy
you don't have
factor.
You don't have an x on there in that.
Oh, yeah. You're right. I forgot the x. Never forget your x. Actually, you really should. But this is 4 times 16 is 64. And then I say, what multiplies to 64 and adds up to negative 65? That's going to be -1 and negative 64. Okay. So, okay. This is just a messy thing to factor. So this is 4x squared minus x minus 64x plus 16, which now I'm going to like attack these individually in groups. So let's try to look at that.
Yes.
So I can pull an x out of this. So this is x, and then that's going to be 4x minus 1.
Now, as soon as you see that what the buff is, you instantly see what it did.
Now, I want this to kind of look like this. So I'm going to pull a negative 16 out of this. I'm going to say negative 16. And then that's going to give me 4x minus 1. Yeah, because look, the negative
what's up
16. So that's how you know you're good.
What's up top?
Okay. So now this is x minus 16, 4x minus 1.
And where's the negative at? Where's your negative one? Where did your negative go?
Well, my negative's
Your
still over here, dude.
Negative 2 there. The negative
Yeah,
did
it's
not
okay.
leave you.
That's okay.
That
So
negative
we have
is still
2, 4x minus 1 over negative 2, x minus 16, 4x minus 1. Yeah, nice thing is this is removable, so goodbye. This is gonna go
Tempted
away.
to do that.
Okay. This goes away, we get a -1. So I could write this as 1. I could write this as -1 over x minus 16. Or another trick is anytime you have a negative here, just flip the signs here. So this is 1 over 16 minus x.
Yep.
Nice. So now this is easy to figure out where the horizontal asymptote is. Horizontal asymptote is just where x is equal to 16.
No, that would be wrong.
For vertical asymptote, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, vertical asymptote.
Gotta try the medium.
Nice. Yeah, so that's how you do that one. Nice.
No.
Now you want me to do the harder one?
The medium. It's medium.
What?
I
Dude,
can make
this
it a lot-
was
I can
the
make it a
easy
lot
one?
harder.
Excuse me? What? How is this the easy one? That makes me cry. Wow. Oh, Zorn posted something really big. Wow, and it's in German. Fascinating.
So now
Okay,
remove
I'll
it.
take a look at it. It's okay. He can leave it there. That's fine.
I'm gonna save them and delete. That way
Yeah,
we
just-
did a red spot.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Shantrix is asking me, are you going to continue this during UCLA? I will. I plan on still streaming. That's why I took this UCLA job, is that versus taking like a 9 to 5, because a 9 to 5 would consume me, so I couldn't really stream during the day. But UCLA, I only
So
teach 11 to
the
12
next one's a medium.
and 12 to 1, so we should be okay. I might have to shorten the streams because I need time to do other stuff. Like I have to grade 182 exams and other things. I got a D in my first semester of physics. Am I cooked? You're not absolutely cooked. You're probably like slightly roasted. That's what I would say. You know, or maybe thawed. If it's your first semester, you still have your second semester, I hope, to like bring your grade up. But we can help you out. That's the whole point of the stream, you know. Come get help. Let me see what Seth's other one was. Okay. Let me pull it
Medium
up.
one. 8x divided by x squared minus
Says
3x minus
8x.
Now notice one thing on that one. I wrote it 8x divided by stuff. Note that one is written correctly. It's
X
in
squared
correct
minus
form
3x
already.
minus 2. I thought university
that one
teachers
just-
taught like school teachers where you have different classes for same subject the whole day. No, university teachers will usually only teach 1 or 2 sections. So, in my case, I teach Monday, Wednesday, Friday for an hour to 1 section. If I was a full-time UCLA teacher, which I may end up doing later, I would have another section I'd have to teach. But that would be it. So, in that case, you're only really teaching 2 hours a day for 3 days a week. It's all the stuff outside, like grading the exams, coming up with the exams, running all this stuff. Can you teach me about what convection is? Tomorrow's my school test.
Let's
Yeah,
put some-
I can,
let's put
Jabron.
some-
But yeah, Jabron, best way for us to help you is to post an example question of, like, did your teacher give you a test review? Did they give you like an example question on your test? If you submit it using our website there, that's the easiest way to do that. Oh, actually, I need to give out Discord Nitro to somebody because we're out of like 2 boosts right now. I need 2 more boosts. Okay, here's a good question. Whoever is on TikTok, whoever's on Twitch, I would say Twitch, and in the Discord, and you want to win Discord Nitro, tell me right now. And we're gonna do a giveaway. We're gonna do a quick little giveaway for Discord Nitro. So here, let's do a little picker wheel. And you can't already have Discord Nitro is the only requirement. So let me know who's here. I know I see Shantrix. Shantrix, you don't have it yet. Shantrix says I want to be in the giveaway. Who else? Who else is in? And you have to be able to boost the server like right now. That's the other
What do you
requirement.
mean booster? What do you?
So in Discord, if you have Discord Nitro, you can use boosts to basically like upgrade the server, and we need a certain number of those in order to keep our vanity URL, which is important. Reki wants it as well. Okay, Reki, cool. There you go, Reki, you're added to the list. Who else am I gonna add it to? We'll give people like 20 seconds. How do you boost? It's just in Discord. I'll give you Nitro, and then you use the app to go to our server, and you say use your 2 boosts on it. Super easy. I'm boosting the server. It should be for an entire year. I think you are actually. You probably are, Laz, and I appreciate that, man. Yeah, server boost. We got 12 boosts so far. Does it say who's boosting it? I wish it would. Okay, just between these 2. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna spin the wheel. 3, 2, 1, let's go. It's 50-50 between Shantrix and Reki. Who's it gonna be? Ooh, wow, Shantrix, you win. Congrats. Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna show you real quick how I do that. He's like, no, I wanted to win. 1 sec. Let me do this because people are gonna see our logo and our URL and not be able to join the server. So let me go to my DMs. 1 sec. Yeah, it says 2 boosts. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, you're doing the most, dude. Already. You're good. Here we go. This, and then I'm gonna gift you Nitro. Not for a year. There we go. 1 month of Nitro. Cool. Preview the gift. Yes. Do I have to confirm I'm not a robot? Excuse me. Why? Just do it. Nice. Yay. Yeah, so if you can see that Shantrix when you get a chance and just boost the server. That would be helpful. It was for mods? No, bro, what? Dude. It was an even 50-50 spin, dude. It's an even 50-50 spin. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try to do this question.
If you notice, I put this problem in the direct order when I wrote
Yep.
it. Because I specifically made sure this doesn't factor.
All right. So this one is -1 times -2. That gets me. Sorry. Oh yeah. Wow. Oh, this is really weird. Sorry.
But
How do I get it? How do I get this? Doesn't factor. Oh, thanks, Shantrix. Yeah,
I changed one side. I had to change
We're
double
back
signs
to
in order
level
for it to work.
3. 1 sec.
I
Let me
checked
change
that
our.
it was working to make sure it didn't factor.
Yeah, that one's not nice, dude. Oh, so this is gonna have like imaginary stuff on it, won't it?
Not necessarily. Depending on.
Where's custom URL? 1 sec. Let me fix this.
Might be able to sort of root something. But
Server boost status. Where is it? Because I'm in streamer mode. I hate how they change all this.
They changed the UI today.
Did they? Yeah, they changed the overlay.
Here I am. Hello.
Yes. Hello, Sincere Sensation. 1 sec. I'm trying to figure out where this is.
What are you missing?
I'm trying to set the custom URL on our server. They move things around, which is really annoying. Maybe it's under invites, access, safety setup. Damn, what did they do to this? Yeah, they changed everything. Server settings, server profile. Oh man, 1 sec.
we set through.
Custom URL. Here it is. I got it. They moved it in the fucking app. Oh, I gotta enter my Discord authentication code. Give me a second. 9 minus 8, so 2 real roots. Yeah, they're probably just weird looking, aren't they?
That's
1
the
sec.
idea.
Alright, we're gonna do it.
That's what you would
1
be able
sec.
to do.
My Discord
that
code.
instead.
296668.
I said it's medium
Okay,
because
sick.
it's
Alright, that's
not
back.
weird on the
Alright.
bottom yet.
All right, yeah, let's do this. Okay.
The reason I said this is I classified this as medium is there's no yuckiness on the bottom yet.
Yeah. So this does not factor,
Natural law.
unfortunately.
Disqualified!
So when that
So I can
happens, you
combine.
have to use what's called the quadratic equation, which is x is equal to -b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a, right? My algebra teacher taught me a song when I was in school. That's how I remembered it. So that's going to be 3 plus or minus the square root of -3 squared, which is just 9, minus 4 times 1 times -2, all over 2 times 1.
2, wait a minute.
Yeah, not 21. 2 times 1. So that's 3 plus or minus the square root of 9. What's up, Ethan? Good to see you, dude. 9. Is that 9 plus 8?
17.
17 all over 2. Oh, okay. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So you have vertical asymptotes then at 3 plus the square root of 17 over 2 and 3 minus the square root of 17
and the next
all
thing
over
about
2.
this is we know the top is never going to be unfriendly with this.
It never will be. And actually, if they wanted to do what was the horizontal asymptote here, this is the rule where here the power is 1. Here the power is 2. And when that happens, where the top power is less than the bottom, this automatically means that the horizontal asymptote is at y equals 0. So, little tip for you guys. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's a good question, Patel. I hope that helped you out with learning a little bit.
What's up next?
Yeah, give me a second, Seth. Let me catch up on people. What's up, Ethan? What's crack-a-lackin'?
Things are not. Okay, well, things are not doing well for me. First of all,
Things are not doing well for you. Uh-oh.
Disqualified.
Why is that, dude? What's going wrong? What's going on? Tell us.
I mean, well, it is personal. I've been with you all for long, so I think it's alright if y'all hear it, right?
Sorry, what? Trinkets, what?
Like, well, it is personal. Y'all, I've known y'all for a long time, so I could.
Yeah, you
share
trust
it
us.
if
Yeah, I hope you
want to
trust
hear
us.
it.
Yeah, I hope you trust us. Let me boost your mic, sorry. All right, go on. What's up?
But all right, yeah. Just today I came late for school,
Okay.
and
And?
do you know what's a jug? Do you know what's a jug?
Do I know what is?
Do you know what is a jug? Serving jug.
A jug. Yeah, I know what a jug is. Yeah, like a gallon jug.
No. It's kind of in my school we call it like something as a formation of punishment. Then we're coming in late, like a lesson like, to learn.
Oh, I see. You got punished for showing up to
Yeah.
school late. Okay. Well, that's okay. I mean, it happens sometimes, man.
But then, yeah, when I talk about it to my parents, they say it's my fault. All of it is my fault. All
Well, why
because
were
I
you
was
late
ready
to
at-
school? That's the question.
Let's just break it down. I woke up
Okay.
a little later than usual. Then.
Well, that's okay. That
Like
happens,
I
man,
would
sometimes.
usually like. Yeah, but then yet they have to laugh at me and make fun of me.
Okay. I get laughed at a lot,
And it's
dude.
like I'm probably
Don't worry.
like, look, I've been blamed for a lot of things, yet I still get blamed to this day. I don't know why. It's like, here's how. When I want to be noticed, people don't notice me. But when I do not want to be noticed or not to be a part of something, people will involve me. Like,
I know what you're saying,
why-
dude.
Why?
Because people
why?
focus on
Why?
focus on the bad things in life, not the good things, man. That's why.
I just hate it. And now they're just in an argument. To me right now, it seems like it's good for them since, what they had done to me was not right. And I don't know. It's not like I want to do anything. It's fault, not mine.
Well, it's okay. Things happen sometimes. I say, worry about the things you can change. Don't worry about the things you can't. And fuck them, dude. If people are being weird about this stuff, like, who cares?
You don't have to go. I kind of need some help though.
What do you need help with? We are the stream for help. That is us.
Sure. It's schoolwork. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know? Okay, I need help with both math and physics mainly.
Okay. Can you post a screenshot of it so I can do it?
I mean, I could just type it out in the document and send it to you, but I can't really write it out.
You have to send it in a screenshot because we have so many people asking questions today.
Yeah, I'll screenshot it.
All right, go screenshot it. Send a screenshot. Let me see it.
How many people do you have to get to before me? Right?
Probably like 4 at this point. Let's see.
4 because we have convection too. We have a convection
Yeah.
top.
Let me do the convection question real quick. Zorn, sorry, because this is going to take me a little bit. I think I can answer the convection question pretty quickly, and then
All right.
And then we have 3 others in Distort from there.
yeah. Let me do the convection question real quick.
Also, there's a file for you in Distort.
I see that,
so you-
Zorn. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I say that because I additionally need to translate because Zorn's questions are in German, and I don't speak German. No.
Well, you got the English version of the question.
Well, I got the ChatGPT version of it, which is probably pretty close. It's okay. I got him. I got the screenshot. I got him. I got Gibran's. Okay, Gibran says a weightlifter lifts KME. or I guess this is some. Okay, some masses through a height of 1.8 meters. The gravitational field strength during G is 10 newtons per kilogram. I like that. That's cool. During the lift, the gravitational potential energy of the mass increases by 4,500 joules. What is the total mass lifted? Okay. That's a good question, man. I like that. That's cool. Yeah. So what we learn, right, is that work is equal to the force times the distance. And this distance is also the same direction that the force is being applied. So if, for instance, you have a block and you're applying a force this way, but it's somehow moving this way, those are opposite. So that would be negative work, is what we would say. In this case, you have a block that has some mass m, and it is being moved up a distance equal to 1.8. Okay? 1.8 meters, all right? And we say that the field strength is 10 newtons per kilogram. It's interesting that, yeah, this is the field. The field points downwards, right? Because then this is going to be equal to 10 newtons per kilogram, okay? Which is interesting because that's not really a force. It's a force per unit kilogram.
I gotta deal with something that come back. Sorry
All
for
right, cool.
interrupting.
You're good, you're good. So here's how I would write this. I would say that the force of gravity here is just equal to 10 newtons. Okay? And we're going to do some stuff here. All right? So, work is force times distance, right? Yeah, okay, cool. 10 newtons per kilo. Dude, this is such a weird way to ask this question. Okay, it's 10 newtons per kilogram. So in order to get the field strength, so the force of this has to be equal to 10 newtons per kilogram times the mass. I do know reduction of order, yeah, I do. Do you understand this? So force is always is always measured in newtons. So if this is newtons per kilogram, you need to multiply by a mass, which is kilograms, in order to get these to cancel, to then get the force. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So the work done.
I have confusion.
Who has confusion?
I have
You do?
confusion.
What are you confused with? What's up?
Well, newtons is a derived measurement, right? So newtons is oh shit, what is it? Joules.
Newtons is a unit of force.
Yeah,
It's equal.
It has units though.
It's kilograms meters per second squared.
Okay, so then if it's newtons over kilograms, don't the kilograms just immediately cancel each other out?
Well, newtons, yeah, that's kilograms meters per second squared, and then we're multiplying by a mass. Yeah, but I don't want that. I want a force. Yeah, I get it. They put it into mass units. That's okay. All right. So the energy, right, which is the work done, is equal to the force being applied, which that's going to be 10 newtons per kilogram times the mass, and this is like in kilograms, all right? And then multiplied by the distance this thing moves, which is 1.8, okay? Technically, there's some minus sign stuff going on, but don't worry about it, okay? Your next step here, right, to solve for m, is to first divide both sides by 1.8.
Will the kilograms cancel, right?
Yeah, they will cancel. The units will cancel, you're right, because this is in kilograms, so this will cancel. So 4,500 over 1.8 is equal to 10 times some mass, m. Okay? So this you need a calculator for, because I can't do that in my head.
4,500 divided by 18. That's not bad.
Is it?
That's pencil paper word.
Yeah, but I don't know, I'm lazy today.
4,500. So.
Get some get some screenshots cracking. It's so funny how like easy it is, you know, but yet so hard at the same time, I guess. But okay, here we go. So if we take our calculator out and we do 4,500 divided by 1.8, that's going to get me 2,500. Good. I like that. So that's 2,500 is equal to 10m divided by 10 divided by 10. And so then you get that 250 is equal to the mass. And then this is in kilograms. Okay. So the total mass here, Gibran, is 250 kilograms is what you would say.
Ooh, Slanadush.
Have you seen that one kid add 100 random numbers with his fingers in like a minute? No, I haven't. You know what's funny? It almost banned that for like sexual content because you said fingers. What? Dude, what?
Bring back fingering.
Bring back fingers. What? Excuse me?
Sorry, no, it's something they used to shout at the pub years ago. Bring back fingering, but I'm not going to go into details on that one.
Okay. That's too funny. Yeah, so that's how that works, Gibran. They could have also asked, for instance, like the power. So the power is always equal to the work divided by the time. So if they told you how quickly this thing was moved up, then you would just divide by that amount of time, and that would give you the power, and that would be in watts. Yeah. Nice. Okay, cool. All right, hope that helps you out, Gibran. But yeah, this is a good example of like, submit a question and like.
They could also given you force distance and time and asked you for power.
Yeah. You could have also just used the definition of what like kinetic energy and potential energy is. So potential energy in physics is just equal to mgh. So this is the mass. This is gravity, which is equal to 9.8. And then this is the height in meters. Okay. And that will also give you a sorry, no, not the sensation cam.
Why?
Why the sensation cam? That will get you. That will also get you the equation for the change of potential energy, because change of potential energy, which is written as delta PE, this is like triangle thing PE, which is the same thing as P2 minus P1. This is like the final, and then this is the initial. We would say this is the same thing as mgh1 minus mgh2. So then you would just get mg h1 minus h2. And then this is how you figure out how much potential energy is changing. So, or actually, sorry, I messed this up. It's 2 minus 1, not 1 minus 2. My bad. I make mistakes sometimes. Sorry. This is 2, 1, 2, 1. So, in your case, the starting height was 0. The final height was 1.8. And so then you would just get m times g, which was 9.8, times 1.8. And then that would be equal to your 4,500. They approximated the force of gravity as 10. That's why in your word problem they said it was 10 newtons per kilogram. So yeah, the 9.8 can shift up to that. Yeah. But that's how that works. Cool.
Ooh,
Okay.
more problems.
More problems. We love it. We love the more problems. Do we have any more coming through the web? Okay, cool. Nice. Good job, Gibran.
Not in the web, but 2 more in screenshots.
Oh, this is the reduction of order question he asked.
But before we do
Ooh.
that, we have an urgent one to deal with. The Coriolis forced one. That was classified as urgent.
Yeah. All right. Let me look at this one.
Sure.
Zoran
So
said he
that
has
is
an
on.
exam coming up. Yeah, you're welcome, Gibran, dude. Yeah. Anytime, bro.
And I can get a dash out of the way.
Okay.
At the end of have to.
Meet
so.
Welcher Gefaschen. Excuse me, what? Okay. I assume that these E things here are unit vectors. Wait, Zorn? Oh, Zorn, yeah, come up the stage. What's up, dog?
Hello.
How's it going, bro?
So I don't know if ChatGPT translated it, but the question requires you to answer in like circular, not just a moment.
Spherical.
They're Cartesian
Spherical.
coordinates.
I think it's spherical coordinates, right?
Spherical. Yes.
Right. This to me looks like spherical coordinates.
Yes.
You got theta
so
phi.
I guess ER is like
Okay. I think
Yeah.
ER I think is the unit vector in the R direction.
yes.
Okay. So here they want me to show that the unit vector in the Z direction is cosine theta ER minus sine theta E theta. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Reference to the bottom of the page too.
I have.
Well, okay. Let's look at our diagram right here, right? Okay. So if we look here, this is R, right?
Oh, Raiders.
Raiders. Is that Dawn? Yo, 20 viewers.
Good job.
Fuck, dude, that's a big raid, Dawn. Dawn dropping the heavy raids today. What's up, Dawn? Thanks, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, you the man, dog. It was a busy day. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, sorry, I was teaching a student all day. I saw you were streaming. Don does math. Go check him out. He's a great guy. We love Don. Yeah. Sick. Don does raids. Yeah, we gotta start that, dude. Don does raids. Okay, so if this right here is R, if this is the R vector, Zorn, yeah?
Yeah.
And I'm looking for the Z component of that, and Z component points in this direction. Do you see how this makes like kind of a triangle?
Yeah.
Right? And I'm looking for this component of the triangle, where this here is theta. What is this component in using trig? What's that? If this is the right
that's
triangle.
Well, I know the German word for it, so I guess we would use something like cosine.
Cosine, yeah. Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah. So that's where R cosine theta comes from, right?
Okay, makes
So,
sense. Makes sense.
R cosine theta, yeah. And then if you look, sorry, and then they want with E phi. Sorry, no, E theta.
E theta.
Sine theta, E theta. Oh, interesting. Well, the theta vector. Wait, which direction does a theta vector point? Does that point in like this direction? Earth is rotating. I bet you love this, Jeff. Jeff loves anything that's like spherical. So wait, if this is theta, then right?
Nice.
I don't know. You're the math guy. You're sine of theta, E theta. Let's see why that makes sense.
I posted another file in Discord because the second paper I just sent, it has the same question as the one on that practice exam, but number 7.2 has like a better solution. That's one.
Let's go read some German, dude.
Up.
Right here. Kugelkoordinaten.
Just a bit more up.
A little bit more up, he says.
That's the solution for A.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they have the unit vector ER and the unit vector E theta, and then they say that that's equal this. But the solution you just had you just tried to make was the one on the practice exam.
I just try to make some triangles, dude. I'm a big visual guy.
Yeah, but that's the one they made on the practice exam. They tried to project EZ onto ER and E theta.
That's such a weird way to do it. Theta hat depends on what point it's at, right? Yeah, exactly. If I open a Google tab, well, maybe. Can I ask Copilot? Yeah. Okay.
Keep in mind, I'm in my first semester.
I mean, this is just weird, but yeah. Okay. It's let me look up spherical coordinates, like just wiki. There's gonna be like some nice little thing here. Okay, that's how to go from Cartesian to that, right? With all this arctic, this is a mess.
You done messed up, Aaron!
I don't want that.
I like that one bit.
Don't like that one bit.
Maybe just go in Google Pictures. I think that's more quicker.
Watch out for the convention. Yeah, here you go. This is it. Okay, here we go. This is what you want. I'm just gonna take this. This is very weird. I honestly don't really think this is really used. I use reverse convection. Okay. All right. So they want me to figure out what EZ is. So let's just look at it. Okay. So we're solving for Z hat. So Z hat is going to be this. So we want to use some combination of these two things, right? To get it.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like what I want to do is I want to multiply this one by cosine, and I want to multiply this one by negative sine, because then I get cosine squared sine squared. And that's like super nice, right? That's just like, that's my intuition. So if I do cosine of theta r hat, that's going to be equal to sine theta cosine phi x hat plus sine theta cosine theta sine phi y hat plus cosine squared theta, right? Z hat.
Yeah.
And then if I multiply this one by negative sine, so I'm going to say negative sine theta hat. Oh, you figured out, Drizzy? Okay, cool. I mean, we can still do it later if you want, but you're good. Okay, so then this is negative sine theta cosine cosine.
Whoever it is, took it off.
Sorry, what? What's up, Doug? Who's saying things?
Taken off. So
Oh, okay. Good to see you, Seth. Good to see you, bro. All right, cosine theta, sine phi, y hat, and then this is plus sine squared theta, z hat, right? We good so far? Zorn?
Yeah.
Okay.
the person
I'm
took
gonna-
off the
I'm going to add this to this, okay? I'm going to do
Okay.
this plus this. Because watch what I get. This is going to get me cosine theta r hat minus sine theta theta hat is equal to, do you see here how I have sine theta cosine theta, cosine cosine phi? These are going to cancel, yeah?
Okay.
Same thing with these. See how these cancel as well?
Mhm.
Okay, and now what I'm left with is cosine squared theta z hat plus sine squared theta z hat, which cosine squared plus sine squared is what?
1.
Good. So now that just gives you, right, that this is equal to z hat, which is this. Yeah?
Damn.
That's pretty cool, right?
That's pretty
Pretty
good, yeah.
fucking cool. Okay. That's the first part of this question. But honestly, I didn't know that, Zorn, because I had to look this up. I wouldn't have known
Yeah,
that.
that's fine.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm currently working on my cheat sheet because we can bring a cheat
Oh,
sheet
definitely
into
bring this in on the
exam.
cheat sheet.
Yeah, but that's just
We brought in Master Chief.
part of it.
Okay. Calculate the Coriolis force, which is negative 2m omega r dot, which acts on a vehicle due to Earth's rotation. Express your result in spherical coordinates. Okay.
So we have omega
Oh, that's
is
cool,
given,
Don.
such as our point.
Yes, they do give us omega, so that's in the z hat direction, and then r dot is in the e hat and the theta hat, phi hat direction.
Well,
Okay.
in the
Is there
solution,
numbers for the,
they-
is there no numbers in this one? For what?
There are no numbers. This is classic physics where they say fuck the numbers, and they only give you variables, and you have to do everything in variables.
it's
Yeah,
like
I know. It makes people
it's a
sad.
physics bachelor in a German university, you know.
Okay,
That's
well
like,
let's. I'm gonna write this out. I'm gonna say this is omega cross r dot, right? And then omega is omega z hat, right? I'm gonna try to keep these in positions as much as I can because I gotta remember my vector rules. So this is the same as omega z hat. Cross this, yeah.
Yeah. They also
Which-
replaced the hat with the equation we got from
We could.
from A.
Because we do want it in spherical coordinates. So, yes, because this is in r theta, and then this is in theta phi. Oh, man. This is going to be a real doozy with vector
Why?
operations. Because I gotta remember how all, like, the commutation rules work with vectors. There's some weird ones. Like, A cross B is negative B cross A.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And then there's like the distributing ones. There's a lot of weird vector rules.
I mean,
okay.
I also have to learn these
Fractions are
rules, but
Is
with
there one
Levi Civita and Kronecker Delta.
Oh yes, dude. Oh man, yeah.
With
Dude.
Einstein, some convention, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
you're bringing me back, dude. I'm going back to the old school, dude. All right, sound It's so fun. Yeah, Kronecker Delta. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's this. crossed with VS
R
theta
dot.
hat. Well, R dot, right, which is VS theta dot. And is that V0? What is that? It looks like V0. V0 phi hat?
Yeah.
It's plus, right? Plus V0 phi hat. Okay.
So cooked.
No, it's okay. I mean, this is
No, I mean I'm cooked because it's 1 a.m. and I'm hooked up on Ritalin,
Oh,
which is
you're on
the
some
German
amphetamines?
Adderall. Yeah.
some good old German blitzkrieg pills.
Well, I mean it's my fault because I started
Adderall.
studying 3 days ago.
It's okay.
So-
What's up, Seth? What's up? What are you saying, dog? Sorry?
Machine red is that, and he's not on.
What are we doing? Quantum mechanics? Yeah, kind of. The one on the wiki is the math convention, not the physics one. So, theta and phi being flipped. You are right. There is a difference in convention. But I guess we got the right answer, Jasu. Yeah. So that worked. Okay. Let me remember. What our vector multiplication rules are, because there's a bunch of them.
No, boy.
Yeah, here we go. Okay. I need all the cross product rules.
Which one you need?
I'm just gonna look for a bunch of them. There's like probably one that I need. Oh, I remember how to do this. Oh, bro, we're so good. Never mind. This is a lot easier than I thought it was. Okay. Okay, when this is a vector, this whole thing is a vector, Zorn, because do you see how it has different components to it? Yeah.
Which is a vector?
This is a vector. Like, let's pretend this is
Yeah.
like V1, and then this is V2.
Yeah.
Let's remember. Let's say like V1 was equal to like X1, X2, X3.
Yeah.
Right, and then V2. Where I'm actually writing these weird. Sorry, let me write it this way. X1, comma Y1, comma Z1, and then V2 would be X2, comma Y2, comma Z2. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I did V1 cross V2, do you remember how to do a cross product between two vectors that are three-dimensional?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. We're just gonna do this, right? The I, J, K, and then we're gonna do X1, Y1. Z1 and then X2, Y2, Z2. Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to do the same thing here.
Three major.
Not very bad. I'm going to say the convention is R theta phi. I think it's R theta phi, right? So, yeah, because the order does matter. Because, like, X cross Y is Z, but Y cross X is negative Z. So there are matters. So R hat, theta hat,
Right.
phi hat. 1.4 divided by 25.4. That's a cool question, Lix. I like that. You could probably do it with a calculator or long division. Okay, so then this is going to be cosine theta, right? And then this is going to be negative sine theta. And then this is going to be 0, because there's no phi hat component here. This is going to be 0. And then this is going to be Vs. And then this is going to be V0.
Okay.
Yeah, totally, right? Yeah, we love this. Okay, cool.
Ja,
Okay.
absolut. Du hast absolut recht.
Yeah, so now we do the the determinant of this, right? Which I remember doing. I like the T method. So what I do is I block this out, right? And then I do this. So it's this times this minus this times this. So that just gets me V naught. So negative V naught sine of theta. And then we look at like what component that was. And so that component was R hat. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's R hat. Okay. And then it's minus, we do this one. So it's just this. It's just V naught cosine theta. And then that component was theta hat, right? And then we do this one, which is these two. So that's Vs cosine theta. So plus Vs cosine theta. And then that one is in the phi hat direction. Okay. And sorry, I lost my placement. Okay. And so then I think this is it. Is that what they had for the answer? So we gotta really like zoom out. What was going on? Yeah, and express it in spherical coordinates. That's technically in spherical coordinates. But are you saying we had solutions here? Sorry, are you saying these are the solutions?
Yeah. B.
Oh, sorry. And then there's the negative 2mw. Yeah. Okay. Look at this. So VS cosine theta. Here, let me just pull this in. Red Cross to the rescue. Yeah, seriously. Okay.
I was gonna say, why have you got the English flag on the screen?
Isn't that the cross? What's the guy's name? The Saint something cross.
St. George.
St. George's cross. Yeah. Okay. So let's look.
Or the,
so okay. Yeah.
Or the English flag.
So remember that there's still a negative 2m omega multiplying everything here from here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And look what we got. So we got cosine theta vs phi hat, right? Good. And then we have v naught cosine theta theta hat, and then because there's a minus, that makes this plus. And then that's gonna make this one plus as well. And then this is good. Look, v naught sine theta r hat. So yeah, we get the right answer.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Yeah, not so bad.
Yeah. That's
Not so bad. So it's getting the vectors into components and then just doing this thing. Okay.
Just quickly,
what's
Satan
up?
had a question about this, I think.
Satan had a question. Cross product in spherical has extra terms? No. I don't think it does. I think it's still R theta. I think it's still it's still just it's an orthonormal coordinate system, right? Isn't it still just R theta phi? That's a good question though. No, let me look that up real quick. Okay. No, not that. Cross product in spherical coordinates. I think it's the same. Jasu says it is. This is where we start getting into what's this thing called, like the Jacobian or something? Or am I thinking about
the Jacobian determinant?
Yeah, the Jacobian determinant.
I had to calculate it to like transform, like when you go from Cartesian to polar coordinates, for example, to calculate the surface area.
What's up, Taco?
The
What's up, Sensation?
TikTok crashed.
TikTok crashed. Uh-oh. Oh, let's go fix that. Give me 1 second. Yeah, this is...
Here, and a woman...
It crashes because it gets mad that I don't interact with it for like an hour. It's so dumb. You're so dumb, TikTok.
Like the Chinese. Literally.
Chinese. Go live. Okay, we're back. There we go. That should be back up and running. Yeah, sorry. It does it at the 1 hour mark, unfortunately, is what it does. Okay. We educational content get away with it more than Trumptron. It might go in the USA again in April. I doubt it. Okay. Cool. All right. So we agree that's right. We're just going to assume it is. Calculate the centrifugal force. Jasu says, yeah, r squared sine phi is the volume change from Cartesian to spherical. That's the Jacobian. Yeah, that's what I talk about. Okay. Ew. This is gross. Because this is omega cross r. Yeah. When you have A cross B cross C, I believe there's some weird distribution on it. I believe.
That's A squared B though, isn't it? Because it's like, is that gonna do something weird?
No.
Just because it's same.
One sec. Vector. Multiplication rules. April 5th is my birthday. That's kind of fun. Is it called the outer product? What's it called? 1 sec. Maybe like identities. I think I want identities. Give me the identities. Yeah, here we go. Here's all of them.
I'm gonna bid list.
But this is with Nabla. I don't need Nabla right now.
There's calculus, but
I'm looking for. Oh, maybe it's this one. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, it's a dot product actually. This is actually really cool. Okay, I'm gonna trust this is correct. Another thing for your cheat sheet, by the way, Zorn.
Yeah. I mean, I know. It's all of the stuff you just mentioned, like Nabla, like identities. Like I have to know that.
Yeah. Okay, so
I
this
had
is
to calculate.
your vectors and C is a staler than the fall.
yeah. Outer product generate 250 TikTok viewers is crazy. Well, we actually do have 250. What's up, TikTok? Okay, so for those that are watching us on TikTok, we're doing live homework help. If you want to get help with your homework question, go submit it to that website down below. We'll do it. This is a screenshot from Zorn. He's in Germany.
Probably
He's
did a
asking
lot
about
of
physics.
in this last hour.
Well, let's see if people start dumping like goatsy
We
pictures to
have-
me or something. Okay, let's do
You're gonna
this.
be on this one, but I think text is down as well now.
Is there no guarantee if we get more?
What's down as well? Sensation, sorry.
None of the text messages are coming up.
Oh yeah, sorry, let me do that. One sec. I gotta reactivate it. One sec. No, you're good. One sec. Let me reactivate. There we go. Okay, now we're back on messages. Pasta is the best? Oh god. Oh yeah, my text, your mom for dinner? Oh Jesus. Oh, we're about to get raided by a bunch of people.
Uh-oh.
I think at some point there's just like too many messages. What do you do? How much money is your setup worth? What SMG are you using? Dude, did I just get raided by like someone? I'm confused. Like, what's
Yes.
going on here?
Probably did.
Dude, what the hell? Give me a second, sorry.
I don't know where you're reading it from.
Oh, that's someone else's TikTok. Why is it not detecting my TikTok now?
No.
These are too simple, he says. Okay.
Dude.
One sec. Let me stop. Let me activate the source again. There we go. Oh, you know what happened? I think when our TikTok went down, it went and found somebody else's TikTok. There we go. This is better. Okay, now we're working. Now it should be working. Here we go. Test.
Oh, really?
There we go. All right, we're back up. Okay. All right, Zorn, let's do this. Yeah, I was wondering because like bro, what are those views? That's better. 4 viewers. Yeah, 260. I was like, I don't know. What? Okay.
250 were happy with their stream too much.
Yeah, because they were asking about like.
A.
So you do a.c. So you do this one dot this one. Okay. So this is going to be omega dot r, right?
Wait, just a moment. Isn't the first omega the same
Correct.
as the second omega, which would make this A cross parentheses A cross B parentheses close?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is technically A. You're right. I was gonna do that later, but sure, that works. Yeah. So this is omega dot r in the r direction, right? R vector. Minus a dot a. So that's omega. That's omega dot omega, which is just omega squared, right?
Yeah.
And then that's in the r direction. Oh. Wait, does that work? No, I messed up. Sorry. This is in the omega direction. There we go. Right? Omega dot r omega minus omega squared r. Yeah?
And this isn't this one, is it? Vectors don't do that, right?
Sorry, what don't do that?
Vectors don't do distributions, right?
No. Yeah, they don't distribute. Yeah.
Like,
But dot products are nice though. This is nice though because omega dot r. Do you see how omega isn't? Oh, wait a minute. Oh fuck. Omega is in the r direction, right? It's just this. So here. I'll copy all these down. Fam versus fem. Omega equals omega. Okay, so omega.
Delete.
Yeah, sorry. There we go. Okay. So omega is equal to omega EZ, which is omega cosine that minus omega that, right?
Yeah.
And then R. Oh, wait, but we only know what R dot is. What is R? Oh no. Do I have to integrate? No.
Maybe
Sorry,
it's-
it's no. It is R dot. It is R dot. Okay. Phew. I was about to be really scared that I would have to integrate this.
Is integration bad in this?
It's not bad. It's just a pain, is what it is. Okay, so let's look at this. So omega dot R, okay, is going to line up theta with theta, and then it's going to but then there's nothing with phi, okay? So omega dot R dot. Sorry, this is R dot. Okay. Is going to be equal to just these two lining up. So that's going to be negative omega vs sine theta. Okay? Does that make sense so far?
Yeah.
Okay. And then that is in the direction of omega cosine theta r hat minus omega sine theta theta hat. Okay? That's the first
Yeah.
part. That's omega dot r dot omega. Okay, cool. And then we have omega squared. So that's the magnitude of omega. So omega squared is just going to be equal to the square root of omega squared cosine squared theta plus omega squared sine squared theta, right? Which is just equal to
Yeah.
omega. Isn't that kind of fun?
Oh yeah, I see it.
Right? And then that is in the r dot direction. So then r dot,
Is just
it's this,
The
and then it's
tangent
vs
of-
theta hat plus v0 phi hat. Yeah?
Nice.
yeah.
Okay, so now when I subtract these two, we just keep these ones. And then, well, how did they do it? How did they like doing phi theta r? Okay, so we'll do it their way. So they do phi theta r. So there's nothing here with phi, so it's just this. So this is going to be negative omega v naught phi hat. And then let's do the theta stuff. So theta is going to be this. So that's going to be plus omega squared vs sine squared theta. Because I'm multiplying this with this. Yeah, okay. And then minus omega vs, and that's all in the theta hat direction. And then for the r direction, we have minus omega squared vs cosine theta r hat. Okay?
Yeah.
Is that what we got? Is that what your guy gets for the answer? Let's see. Oh my god. Okay. Wait, that was FC. That was this one. Yeah, okay, here we go.
When did you have to deal with all of this? Like in which
Never.
semester were you when you got like
I never had
Never.
This is intense, dog.
damn. Like when did you encounter Levi Civita and Chronica Delta?
Levi Civita? Oh man, maybe my intro quantum class, but I didn't go down the quantum rabbit hole, so.
Levi Civita was like on my first problem sheet.
That's painful.
Damn. Yeah.
Why am I missing an R? Why is there no R somewhere? Wasn't there supposed to be an R somewhere?
Probably not.
Oh, there's an R. There's an R here. Where did this R come from? And then I'm missing an M as well somewhere. Oh, because okay, there's an M times everything as well. Okay, whatever. Oh, and there's a minus M. Okay, so then it's all of this times minus M. So yeah, M omega squared. I get VS. No, M omega squared. M omega squared VS. They get sine squared R hat. I get cosine R hat. Also, they have no phi terms. What are they doing? One sec.
Read the simplification step to make sure you're not lost in the simplification.
Yeah. Let me just, maybe there's something in here. One sec. God damn. Oh, did we already figure out omega cross R? Oh, we did. We should use part B. We already figured out what omega cross R was. Well, no, we didn't, sorry. Yeah. You see how we already figured out omega cross R was. Omega cross R was this thing.
Just a moment. In the B thing, we had omega cross R dot, and this is omega cross R.
Oh, okay. So that is where I'm starting to see some errors. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. That's where we're wrong. So, yeah. It wasn't R dot.
So R is just R?
R is R hat. Yeah, R is just R hat. Okay. Yeah, because I was trying to read this, right? Ah. Yeah, okay. This one doesn't have a dot on it. Okay. So this one is just R hat, is what it is. Okay. Which, this is, if you have Z cross R is going to give you,
0?
No.
Yeah, I forgot.
Z hat. Well, okay. Sorry. No. There's two parts here, right? There's an R component and a theta component. R cross R hat is gonna get you 0. The theta will still get you stuff, and then theta cross R will give you components in phi. Yeah.
Wait, R hat. Are you talking about R hat times theta hat?
Yes.
I was thinking of the dot product because.
Yeah.
No. Wait.
I got an A on my
like
chem test because of you. This is a nice person, dude. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that.
Isn't there like a rule for if you do the cross product with vectors that are orthogonal to each other?
Yes. Yeah. If you have R hat cross R hat, this is equal to 0. Can't do that. If they're orthogonal, and they're the
R
same.
hat and theta hat.
Oh yes. So
R hat?
yeah. So here's the general rule, right? So A cross B is equal to C, and then B cross C is equal to A, and then C cross A is equal to B. If this is like X hat, Y hat, Z hat, and I believe the same thing still holds for spherical coordinates with R theta phi.
Yeah. No, that holds.
Nice.
Okay. Regret nothing. What's up, dude? Okay. I'm not gonna go through that again because like that was painful. But do you see how to do it at least?
Yeah.
Just replace the R with R hat.
One more part left on yours on that one.
Okay. With what speed and what direction must the vehicle travel so that these two forces cancel each other exactly? Oh. Do you see this at the bottom here? You see this at the bottom? You see how R theta is phi, theta phi is R, phi R is theta? Yeah. That's the thing I was talking about. So it does hold. Okay. So whatever. You get an expression for fx, you get fc, you get an expression for fz, and you got to send them equal to each other, right?
Adasha, I can always help you at the end if I need to.
Yeah. So let's see. Let's see.
You're in the very end of the document.
Well, I mean, I have to make F Coriolis and F centrifugal.
I'm just gonna
You
copy
can
the final
put that-
results. Yeah, I'm gonna copy the
And
final
then
results.
probably I have to, make VS standalone.
Yeah. No, I got you. Let me grab it.
But what always confuses me the most is the direction stuff, because with these direction questions, I don't know in which direction FC, F centrifugal go, things like that. That's
Okay.
a very confusing part for me.
Well, we just need these to equal each other, no?
Yeah, as far as I think.
So. Okay. All right. I'm gonna look at this like by component.
Well, before we do that, shouldn't we just take the normal formulas for FC and F Coriolis, and then first off,
because we don't have many
make
components
our
though.
dot? We don't have what?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Take the regular equations?
We have in the questions in B and C.
Yes.
They are the normal that's the normal formula for F centrifugal, and further up we have the formula for F Coriolis, and then
Correct.
before we put our solutions in, we can just take those two, set them equal to each other, and then make our dot stand alone, and then we put our values in. No?
Maybe. I mean, let's try it. I don't like having R and R dot though. That's like scaring me.
Yeah, as far as I know, R.
Someone's
times
asking,
R
"What do you
dot
study,
is
Zorn?"
0.
They're asking you what you study.
I'm studying physics in Germany.
He's studying physics in Germany. Okay, so you're saying I'm gonna set this equal to this? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, so what? M's cancel at least, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have
And-
-2 omega cross.
I remember. Yeah, sorry, keep going.
No, you're good. So is omega cross R?
I remember if you have a vector and its determinant is constant, like R is constant, this
Mhm.
means that R cross R dot, or I don't think if it was cross, I think maybe it was a dot product. Yes, if you have a vector, like for example R times R dot, it's 0, but that's a cross product here. So I don't know if it applies.
Are you saying if like it's a dot product?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was like another exam question with like you have
Yeah.
to prove that.
This I don't see as easy to manipulate, right? I don't really see how to manipulate things here because they're jumbled up in like crosses of crosses, and then we also have derivatives. Whereas this, right? This is in straight component form, which is like super nice. Because now all I have to do is just match up the components.
Couldn't you, for example, in the like do times -2, so the -2 goes on the right side? I mean on the bottom equation in red you have.
Oh, in this one?
Yeah.
You want me to multiply
You-
by -2? You mean divide by
Yes,
-2?
so times -2 or divide by -2. It's just I just want to get the -2 on the left side away.
Oh, if I want to get rid of it, then I have to divide by -2.
Ah, right. Or times -1/2. So now on the left side you only have omega cross R dot.
Uh-huh.
And what if we just take the whole thing and do like the cross product with omega on both sides?
Oh,
Again,
okay.
so-
He wants to be fancy. I see what you're saying. So you want to do omega cross R dot
Yeah.
is equal to omega cross, and then omega cross R, like this.
Yeah. And because omega and omega are the same, on the left side, it would just cancel, I think.
I have to remember from one of these rules.
Well, let me Google.
Yeah. Oh, +2. Both sides were negative initially. Oh, thank you. You are right. Thank you, Don. Done with the saves, dude.
6 is taken.
Correct. Yeah, this is the rule we're gonna use.
Taken.
We can use this.
So at this point, we have state 2.
Okay. So if you want me to do this side, that's gonna be the first one dotted with the second one. So that's omega dotted with r dot in the omega direction minus omega dot omega in the r dot direction. Dawn to Eagle Eye, yeah. No, regret nothing. You're not bad. No, please backseat. You're good. I mean, yeah, what you said is completely correct, right? That's what we're just doing here. Regret nothing, yeah. And then, man, this is a mess. Because,
Well, I mean, in the paper,
now this
I
is
sent you
omega
a-
cross, and then this is omega dot r,
That statement, hold on.
omega minus omega dot omega r. Yeah. What are we trying to fucking solve for here, dog?
The case in which A and B, which in these two things are equal.
I feel like, bro, you want theta and phi.
Yeah, let's do it your way.
Yeah, this is turning into like a big fucking mess, and then I'm gonna have to deal with r dot. I really don't want to. Yeah, let's just do it my way. It's okay. Sorry, let's get to a new page. Okay. I'm gonna take our answers from before and just set these equal to each other. Okay. So what I notice is all the m's go away, right?
Yeah.
Cool. All the omegas here will go away. And then let's group them sign by sign, right? So that's phi hat, that's phi hat. So we have -2 VS cosine theta has to equal to r omega cosine r omega sine theta cosine theta. Okay. That's just matching. Oh, I fucked that up, dude. Sorry, no, this equals 0. Sorry, this is phi hat. There's no phi hat on this side, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, then we do these ones. Let's do theta hat. Theta hat. I had that wrong. So then we have 2 V naught cosine theta needs to equal r omega sine theta cosine theta. Yeah?
Just a moment. How did you get from VS to VO?
So this has VOs in it,
Yeah.
and this has VS in it. So
Yeah,
when I
but,
was looking at the stuff in phi hat, that just has VS. When I'm looking for the stuff in theta hat, that just has VO.
218 cents.
Yeah?
Oh, okay.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay. So now let's look at the r hat component. Oh, this is easy. So 2 V naught sine theta
Okay, so, yeah.
equals
Okay.
r omega sine squared theta.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we
Then-
assume,
Sine theta cancels like 1.
yeah, assuming sine of theta is not 0. Which
Yeah.
I don't think sine of theta could be 0, because then this would mess up. Okay. And then, are we also going to make the assumption... Well, from this, man, I think cosine theta does have to equal 0, right? That or VS equals 0.
Well, I mean, I looked at the solution and you're right. I mean, the only thing you have to do at the bottom equation is divide by 2, and then you got it. The only thing they have in the solution which you don't have is a negative sign.
Oh, bless those fucking negative signs. Yeah, I don't know where the negative sign went from.
He's an activist.
Did I
So
miss a
what you
negative
did
sign
was-
somewhere?
Just a question in your equation. What you did
Fucking
was you
negatives.
compared on the left side. For
Yes.
example, you compared r hat with r hat on both sides, and then theta
Yeah.
hat with theta hat on both. Okay.
Correct. And then I got that. I don't know why I'm missing a minus sign, but it's there somewhere.
I don't know. I would probably still get points with this, and
Okay.
I only need to pass.
And then, yeah, I think the argument I'm going to say is that I don't want VS to be 0, because that's kind of like nonsensical, right?
Well, I mean,
So-
in the solution, VS is 0, actually.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah. I looked it up here, and they have. Well, I mean, their solution for this question is only 3 sentences, which is F Coriolis plus F centrifugal equals 0. And from that we get Fs is equal to 0 and Fo is equal to negative 1/2 omega r sine theta.
Calculate the Coriolis force, calculate the centrifugal force. The position R of a vehicle is, and it travels in the VS and the V0. Okay. So I guess one of these could be 0. They can't both be 0, because then that would make no sense. Then it has no speed, right?
So I guess your
All right, good to
initial
see you, Ricky.
way of deriving question A is probably still correct. Just a moment, because I sent a picture on Discord. That's one of the ways they did it.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. That's a cute picture. It's a cute picture.
Which I still don't quite understand, like what they did there.
So, remember with this one, right? I just said that the z hat component came from r cosine theta. That gives me that in the z direction. Okay.
Yeah.
15.
So then looking at this, right? So theta measures from the z-axis, right?
Mhm.
And theta hat is going to be tangential
What is that?
to this like rotation that happens. So it's like perpendicular
Yeah.
to this. Yeah? Okay. So if I want the z component of theta hat,
It's
that's going to be like this component of it, right?
Ah, okay.
Okay. So let's think about angles. I believe this angle is equal to this angle, and that's why it's sine theta. Yeah, and it's pointing down. See how like right? See how this is like sine theta. This.
But I see the sine theta for theta hat, but I don't see the cosine theta for r hat.
Oh, sorry. Oh. Well, okay, so r hat points in this direction, right? So the
Okay,
amount of
so-
this in the z direction is cosine theta, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool way. I forgot.
But why do they? But why
Don
do they
was right.
subtract them?
Why they subtract them? Okay, because if r is pointing this way, r cosine theta gives you positive z, right?
Yeah.
If theta points this direction, okay, if theta hat points this direction, and this is theta, then theta hat sine theta gets you this, which points down. Because this vector, Zorn, is pointing in this direction, which means it points to the right, and it also points down. So when you
Okay.
get this component of it, you're getting the negative z component of it.
Okay.
Yeah. I like their diagram. That's cool. It's weird to think of like theta hat being a line, because theta is like an angle, but it is. Theta hat points like tangential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thanks for that. I know I've taken up a lot of your time,
That's
but
okay.
I have one quick question, and you don't even have to do the whole number. It's
Okay.
just for my own understanding. I send it in Discord.
Okay.
Because I would like to furthermore try to understand the direction of Coriolis and centrifugal. So the last number
Okay.
at the bottom, number 3.
Yeah.
So number A is asking, what is omega EZ in this coordinate system, I guess. Or, you know what? Let me quickly just upload it before I confuse you.
No, I think I get it. It's like, what is vector omega in the local coordinate system?
I think so, yeah.
You're doing it in terms of like these angles, which is beta. So this is what we talk about the convention, because now beta is measuring from the XY plane, not from the Z axis.
Which one?
Mean Machine Rex, dude. Every year, some kid claims to like invent fusion in his garage. It's not true. I mean, technically, fusion is occurring because he's detecting neutrons, and neutrons are an indicator of fusion happening, but it is not sustainable fusion. It's like someone saying, I always had like a good analogy for this. Like, I cooked a 5-star meal because there was smoke coming out of my kitchen. I'd be like, well, you cooked something for sure, but I don't know if you cooked an edible dinner. Yeah, no, some kid always, quote unquote, discovers fusion, but it's not really fusion. It's not useful. It's not useful fusion at all. Okay, they're taking the second derivative here is what they're doing. Which, yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. One second, let me pull this up. Derive the following equation of motion. Yeah, so this on the left here, right? That's the acceleration, and you do F equals ma. So
yes, I mean the gravitational accelerant is the z-axis. That makes total sense for me. But I don't quite understand how they got the direction for centrifugal and Coriolis.
Well, gravity makes sense. Yeah, that's 0, 0 minus g, right? That's cool.
Yeah.
Centrifugal is v squared over r. So you have to think about the velocity of it on the surface, right? And that velocity is r omega squared, right? But then you need it on the surface of the sphere. So that's, I think, why they have cosine theta, cosine b sine b.
Well.
And then the Coriolis force, I think, is the last one.
Yeah, that makes
which
sense.
we kind of derived, right?
Wait a minute. Why is centrifugal 0 in the y direction?
Well, that's different because your ChatGPT is different than what I'm seeing on the screen here. It transcribed it wrong.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
Yeah, it's okay. It messes up sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I gotta run another student, because we gotta end the stream pretty soon here. But does that help you out a little bit, Zorn? Yeah? Make a little bit more sense?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. Nice. Good job, dude.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, dude. You're very welcome, dude. Nice. Okay. That was a fun question.
Could you send me your solution?
I'll send you everything I wrote there. Yeah, because it was.
Thank you.
Here, let me download it for you right now. I apologize. A lot of it's gonna be really messy, but
that's fine.
Here, Zorn. Get you there. There's that. And then I think we did stuff on here. Yeah, this was also some stuff. That's such a brutal class you're taking. Oh my god.
I mean,
They're
that's
they're really trying to squeeze the love of physics out of you, dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I started with a lot of people this semester, first semester, and I think a lot of people already quit.
Uh-oh.
You done messed up, AA Ron!
Stick with it.
German
Stick with it, Zorn.
University.
Stick with it,
I'll
man.
try to.
Stick with it. We believe in you.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, let's see. I only have 15 more minutes because I got to go teach another student. Who can I help in this amount of time? Let me help. Ethan hasn't asked a question in a while. I know Shantrix, you've been waiting, but I can't do your question in 15 minutes. I just know I can't. Yeah, exactly. Smart Shantrix. I appreciate that. Ethan, what's up? You here? And then if I have time, I'll do a Darsh's. Ethan, what's up? Let me ping him. Otherwise, Adarsh, you're up next. I'll get them both in. Yeah, we had a lot of cool questions today. What is this? A 45, 45, 90? Ooh.
Okay, so thank you very much. I'll be on my way and just.
Okay.
try to study
Good luck
the
with your
next
test,
fall.
dude. Good luck with your test. Don't freak out too much. You got it, man.
Thanks.
Okay, you got it, dude.
Bye.
Peace out.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. Auf
Bis bald.
Wiedersehen. Prost. Dude, we need to get Erica. Where's the Erica soundboard? We need to get Erica on the soundboard.
And if you
Eins,
wish
Do you think we'd get
I think you
banned?
might possibly upset a few people with that one.
Yeah, I think we might get banned. I love that song though. It's a cool song. All right, I'll do a Darsh's because. All right, here we go. All right. I don't know why they labeled these as different numbers or different letters. A Darsh. If this is a 45-degree angle and this is a 90-degree angle, we can instantly know what this angle is, right? What is this angle going to be, a Darsh? Cool. That's also going to be 45. Exactly. This is also 45 degrees. Okay. Now, if angles in a triangle are the same, then the opposite sides to them are also the same. So that means this side is going to be the same as this side. Okay? Yeah, T equals R. Exactly. All right. So if you wanted to solve this, you could use the Pythagorean theorem here. Since you know these are the same. So you could say R squared plus R squared is equal to this side squared. So 9 square root of 5 squared. Okay? That's going to get me 2R squared is equal to... and then we square it. So that's going to be 81 times 5. Okay? Which now we can divide by 2. And that's going to give me that R squared is equal to 405 over 2. Which is quite ugly, honestly. It's not a really nice thing. But, yeah, that's the same thing. We could leave this as 81 times 5 over 2, right? And then square root it. Because now this is nice. Because that pulls out a 9. And then we have...
root 5 over the root 2, which is that
root 5 over root 2, which is this. Exactly, Seth.
We can simplify that, though.
I do like to simplify that.
As a true simplification.
Yeah, anytime you have square roots on the bottom, we don't like those. We're going to multiply the top and the bottom both by the square root of 2. So this thing is now going to become 2. And this thing, Seth is completely right, is going to become root 10.
So 9 house root 10.
9 house root... Yeah, 9 root 10 over 2.
9 house root.
Yeah. The other way to do this is to identify that this is one of the special triangles. Yeah, and I'll show that to you, Darsh, but... Yeah, this is one of the special triangles. So if you have a 45, 45, 90, your sides are going to be... I like to put the 1 here. You could do 1, 1 square root of 2. You're right, Seth. I like to do the hypotenuse being 1, and then make this square root of 2 over 2, make this square root of 2 over 2. I like to remember it this way. Because then this works well with what's called the unit circle, right?
Yup.
Yeah, we love the unit circle, right? The unit circle means things have a radius of 1, and now this makes so much easier to solve for like sine and cosine and everything. these are similar triangles because they have the same angles. So the ratio of the sides is also going to be the same. So I could say this side to this, so 9 root 5 over r is the same thing as this to this, which is 1 over square root of 2 over 2. Okay? Now what you can do is you can cross multiply. Anytime you have the equal sign here and two fractions, you can cross multiply. And that's going to get me r is equal to this times this, which is 9 root 5 times root 2 all over 2. And that gets you 9 root 10 over 2, because roots and roots combine underneath. And that, I think, is like one of the faster ways to do this.
Yes. Correct. Or use trig.
Or use trig. You could use trig as well. I mean, this is kind of using trig. This is kind of trig. That's what it is. But yeah, so this is a way to do it. Just watch out. You might make mistakes when doing some of the algebra. This, to me, is the more holistic way you should be doing it, I think. But yeah, good job anyways.
Okay, two more left for the day.
Yeah,
Well done.
just going to Darsh.
Well done.
Okay, I don't see
And we
Ethan
got
yet.
the one- We got the one about partial payments.
Where is Ghost? I feel bad. Ghost was here earlier, and then I forgot about
And
Ghost.
he went on to the next question.
My bad. Yeah, that happens sometimes.
He's in a Discord, by the way, so we'll have to continue on. Ethan's
No,
here,
I'll
though.
just refer.
Oh, Ethan's here. What's up,
Oh.
Ethan?
Let me just refer my screen and come back. The screen's not really. Oh wait, never mind.
Okay, can you see stuff? Yeah. All right, you're gonna be the last question of the day.
Yep.
Thanks, Shantrix. I appreciate it.
Alright.
Congrats. Thanks for boosting the server. Enjoy your Discord Nitro for the month. Okay. Sketch the graph for this. Okay. Well, you know how to do this, right?
No,
X squared-
I was lost.
Okay. I would put this in you could put this in vertex form, or you could factor this. I like factoring it in this case. How can I factor this, Ethan?
Well, you know how to see which one's multiplying to and add up to 3?
No, multiply to -3, add up to 2.
Oh wait, yeah. Would it be something like 1 and 3?
It would be -1 and 3.
Oh
Right.
right there.
This multiplies to -3, adds up to 2. So then I have y is equal
Yeah, it
to x minus 1, x plus 3. The cool thing about this is this tells me right away where the zeros are for my graph. Okay? That tells me there's a 0
The zeros.
at x equals 1. Yeah, the zeros are where it hits the x-axis, where y is equal to 0.
I think we call it roots, right?
Roots are fine too. Yeah, whatever you want to call them.
Yep.
All right, so that gives me that it's here and here, okay? Here's the cool thing about a quadratic is that if you have the roots,
This 3 is always
The-
halfway between.
the vertex, exactly, Seth, the vertex is halfway in between. It is also concave up. You're right, bruh. You're right, dude. So halfway in between -1 and 3 is the same thing as doing -1 plus 3 all over 2. And that's going to get me 2 over 2, which is going to get me 1. So,
Which is wrong.
wait, I fucked up, sorry.
True, but it's not going to work here. 'Cause
Oh,
you
sorry.
said
It's sorry. I flipped the fucking signs. It's -3 plus 1. Sorry. Okay.
Alright.
There we go. It's equal to -1.
There
Okay.
you go.
All right. So this is the vertex. The vertex is somewhere here. And if you want to
Or
figure out where it
and you
is, yeah.
You just go down. Because
Well, you
the
got to plug it
thing's
in.
going down.
We got to figure out what the y coordinate is for it. So we got to plug it in.
Well, or you just, or you.
Isn't it just
another-
-4 or?
Well, let's see. If I plug -1 into there, that gets me -2 times 2, which is -4. Yep.
Perfect.
So that tells me that
Wait,
my
wait,
vertex
say that again?
point,
Wait, what did you just do?
you get -4. You're right.
No. Wait, what was the working that you just?
I just plugged in -1 in here for x.
All right.
So that gets me -2 times 2, which is -4. So that's your vertex. So now you have your graph. Now you're done. Now you're done.
Well, you also know the point. You also know more points if you need it.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, if you really want to.
No.
You
All
might
right,
want to
but-
y-intercept though, because you're crossing.
Yeah, by
I also want
y-intercept's
the
probably
axis
wrong.
of-
Sorry, what?
You find that easy.
Yeah, that's just -3.
I want
Yeah,
the
but-
symmetry axis.
And the y-intercept very.
Okay, so the
Giant.
axis of symmetry, axis of sim.
I know what that is. I know what that is.
Okay, where is that, dude? Tell me.
Should be a -1, right? Because that literally crosses the line exactly how.
Exactly. Yeah, you just say x equals -1.
Well, it's dotted line, but.
All right.
Other than that,
Yeah.
you're good.
If someone says, what's the square root of 72? My teacher only taught us to do roots of perfect squares. I'm gonna show you a trick real quick. 72, break it up into factors. So you got 2 times 36. Then 36 is 6 times 6. You can stop. Once you have a pair, you can pull the pair out. And then whatever's left has to stay inside the house. So that becomes 6 square root of 2. That's a quick way to figure out. I think these are called surds. These are called surds, technically.
That's what we call them.
That's what you call them. Okay.
Next up on is physics, Watson. So you still have more.
Well, okay.
Over the physics, Watson.
Ethan, I need a little bit more information for this one. I need to know what type of lens or mirror or whatever you're dealing with. Surds, how absurd.
All right.
You're welcome, Zigzag.
What kind of information do you need?
I
Let me
need
see
I
if
need
can
to I
provide
need
it.
to know what the lens is, or if this is a mirror. Is it concave? Is it convex?
I don't think it matters. It's like
Oh, it
teacher
definitely
just
matters.
wants us to.
No, it definitely matters.
Okay. Well, how do I say this? It's like the teacher wants us to like sketch that thing on. Just on a piece of paper. That's it.
Okay. Well, I
And
okay.
apparently the two is parallel, and they.
Yeah, okay. So they're saying there's an object. Here's the issue, Ethan, is that I don't know what direction things are going. Meme Machine says it's a.
No way, you're
is-
just going.
So what? Do you say this? Are you saying
Huh?
this is one? You saying this is 1 centimeter away, and then this is the object? Oh, why is my Discord not working? Sorry. Oh. Let's see actually if the bot is the bot going to do that correctly. Let me see for you, dude. I hope it does. Oh, it does. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. It
Like the
actually works.
object, like the line, the points. Like we have, you know what's F and 2F, the focal length or the what
Yeah,
not focal length,
I
but,
know.
Like,
This you're saying this is the object distance, object height, and then the focal
yeah.
length. But here's the issue. I don't know if this is a lens, or if it's a lens like this, or if it's a mirror, or if it's like
the first one, but that one is specific.
it's this.
Yeah, it's like circling around the line.
Okay. Well, whatever. I mean, that does
Yeah,
something like this.
Yeah.
But then this depends if this is a lens or a mirror.
No, it's not like that. No, it's like there's another enclosed bracket. There's like the other
Oh.
side as well.
So
So then
is
it just
like
reflects to the right side.
is
just
it like
going to the
this?
right. No, the other way around where they both meet up.
that?
Something like that, yeah.
Cool. Then yeah, this is called a ray diagram, and it's gonna do something like that. And then I think you
Mhm.
do something like
And it's like
that.
it has to like see the thing is it's like that first line up there, it has to hit the focal point, right? First focal point?
Once it bends, it has to hit the focal point. Correct.
Alright,
Like
and the
this-
second one has to hit the intersection.
This is the intersection, and then it goes straight through. Yeah. And then so this is your image. Okay. I gotta run. Oh
Apparently
fuck.
there's no image.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. I need no more. It's information. I gotta go. I got another students waiting on me. But okay, cool. All right, let's close out the stream. Thank you everyone for coming to Actual Education Office Hours today. Hope you guys had fun. Learned a lot of stuff today. Yeah. Sweet. Yeah, please join the Discord if you want to get more information, more help, all types of fun stuff. If you ever want to figure out when we're streaming, there should be a calendar command. Just do !cal. Great stuff as always. Thanks, Fem. Appreciate it. Fem and Fam, dude. had both you guys here. And then, yeah, here's the calendar if you want to figure out when we are streaming. So that'll tell you. Our next stream is going to be tomorrow. That'll be at 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Mountain, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. So come on by. Thanks, not even trying. The boss. But yeah, go check out our streaming schedule there if you want to. Yeah, well, where's my... Whatever. It's right here. Fee fi fo fum. Yeah. So here's our calendar. You can see when people are streaming. Looks like no one else is on today. But that's okay. Let's go find someone to raid.
Okay.
Sorry?
There should be on today for Tuesday.
Yeah, I thought Zach would be streaming today, but I didn't see him on the calendar. Let's see, what do we got? Someone is reading history. Someone has a laser thing. Someone is doing Lego Dungeons and Dragons. Packing peanut cooking. Finding the best way to prepare packing peanuts. This dude is like an oddball, whatever. I'm just gonna go rate him. He's hilarious. Okay, awesome. All right. I did. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. We will see you guys tomorrow.